Alrighty then, and hello there people, and we are back, and we are starting up some Welcome to Dolltown. And hang up, that sounded unnecessarily quiet. Let's see, nope, that's not that. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know why. Let's see. Nope, gain's still good. Yeah, so everything seems about correct. And I did do a little testing. Because when I booted this up before, it said, does not support controllers. Yes, it does. It just, doesn't really translate it. There we go. Hey, Jack. You got in here before me. Now we just need to, start that up. Yeah. Like, there's some weird stuff with this. Because it's like... Let's see. Does my mouse even show up properly? Yeah. Because, like, right here, it's mouse control where I have to click new game. Alright. You are not alone. If you're feeling overwhelmed, struggled, or think about suicide, please know the help is available. You're not alone. You're valued. And there are people who deeply care about you. Various calls. That's probably telling us, like, here's some thematics that are going to be going on in this game. Just arrived, Mom. Go straight to the store. Send me a text when you see this. I love you. And what was it? Was that F1? Okay. Yeah, it's like... This works out nicely. Didn't watch FMT and Nerdboard then, so I needed a stream to watch. Well, yeah, because it's, I'm sure we're within a gap of like 25 minutes. Here we go. I forgot there were ridiculous meme emotes. Alright. Also, I changed this before. Did not save it. It did not save it. Let's turn sensitivity back down to 1. Alright, what's going on here? Hi there? Oh, you're a pretty girl. Did you get lost? The store? Oh, you're the new girl. Follow me. I'll show you everything. So let me be your guide. I'm Froglin. Just Froglin. Welcome to Dolltown. The truth is, this town used to be a lot shinier. The city worked for Hanabari. I mean, Father Hanabari. People call him the doll maker. His factory made larger-than-life dolls. Looks like they're doing sometimes. Bit messy. We're around here. Not many people live here anymore, especially these dolls. Called rescue, I guess. We've arrived. Alright, cool. Thanks for the... Go into the store, do what you have to do. I'll wait for you outside. It's like, no cameras. I hardly ever have my camera on at least my own stuff. I think the only time I really had it on was when I was doing like my birthday stream. Okay. Nickel shop. Hello, Yumi. Sorry I couldn't be there on your first day in Dolltown. I left you the keys of the store under the vending machines. Once you get inside, turn on Red Sir, I'll tell you what to do. Oh, and don't bother the dolls. Alright. I'd love to, but I need at least 100 yen. Alright, cool. So, we're broke. Here we go. Got the key. Perfect. Nice, you made it inside. I can see you through the security cameras. Turn on register, the switch is behind the counter. Well, we were told to not mess with the dolls. It's bread. Thanks for the update. Ah. Cool. We just had to move the doll out of the way. Oh, here's the switch. The back door's opened as well. Against my better decision. The crowbar. How original. There we go. Perfect. A sealed letter with wax. In the envelope is a receipt for a dress ordered from Madame Bonnie. Let's see if I can remove that padlock with the crowbar. You found her. Don't be afraid, it's a doll. More real than life, huh? That's why this town used to be so well known. The main factory made dolls for the entire country and beyond. Life-size dolls based on the design my father had developed. Yeah, I guess I'll give you a little explanation. My father was a master doll maker, and he was the one who kept this town alive thanks to his factory. But after my sister's death... Wait, I'm going to show you something. Follow me. I'm assuming you're also a doll? Night was just beginning. All over Dolltown. The streets were quiet, and the fog was setting in. Alright, what the fuck was all those, objective marker changes? Where is she? You're annoying, I'll find you. Find Mio. Alright, nope, we're stuck on the road. At least for now. And with that, we probably went the wrong way. I was like, well, we're getting some exploration done, so we know where this is. Like, we don't even know where this connects to yet. Are you serious? You do know I can see you, right? Are you kidding? It took you ages to find me. You're so good, you go hide. We'll see if you're easy to find. Yeah, you'll see. Where to hide? It had to be a hard place to find. In the residence garden? Yeah, but no. Behind the vending machine? Would not be bad, but wait a moment. This big iron door intrigued her. The back room was the perfect place. And most likely she hid in the freezer. The little girl covered the idea of hiding in this large refrigerator. It was cold anyway, and she wouldn't be in too long. Her girlfriend would soon find her. It was dark, it was cold, between popsicles and frozen smoothies. Oh, you can hear it. She's coming. Her footsteps are getting closer. Not a sound, she said to herself. A strange metallic sound. It clicked like a small lock. Click. The footsteps become more distant. She passed me and she didn't find me. I'll stay in a few seconds longer. And come on as the winner. Determined to win the game, she decided to get out of the freezer. But the door remained closed. Blocked. Hey! You found me! Let me out, okay? It's cold in here! No answer. It was cold. So cold. She hammered, screamed. 28, 29, 30. I'm coming. I'll find you. Sad story, huh? This town had a heavy past. But I'll tell you everything later. Take a little tour of our town. When you're ready, meet me in front of the school. Bye! Hello, kittens. Your Madame Bonnie's store is open. Come and change your style now. We're located next to the convenience store. Stop it 5683. So if we examine the map, there we go. So here's where we can change our costumes. Hello! Welcome to my store, my little cat. I'll update your order forms and that's it. I'll let you get changed. Alright. Yeah, so that's the only alternate costume we have right now. Beautiful, my darling. Come back anytime. Cool. Alright, so the school. Let's see. Where is the high school at? Okay. It's just down the street. A beggar doll? She's got 100 yen. It's not like she needs it. This all isn't gonna come back and bite us in the ass. Well, I was gonna help you out, try and push the truck, but nope. Let's see, monument. Welcome to Dolltown. Yeah, well, not a very welcoming town. Since I obviously... Hey, Vagabond. I decided I'm gonna cover this because I was getting, tired of you not doing it. Alright, so we need to go to the high school, which is down the literal other way. Good job. And since, let's see. My bad, I mean to do game streams. Yeah, it's like, what was your last game stream? Was it Among Us? Alright, buddy. Perfect. Hey, Gotchpon, I got 100 yen on me that we totally didn't steal. Seriously? A Lego? Lego. Perfect. I thought the Lego would just be a generic piece, not a literal Lego. Froglin? There you are. It all started here. Do you see that girl on the school roof? That's my sister, Mio. Well, it's not really her. It's her doll. My sister committed suicide a few years ago. And do you know what really killed her? It's this freaking town. Alright, Bad Wish Games. It's like, don't really see opening credits that much. You know, that's probably only partial credits right there. Welcome to Dolltown. I haven't played that. Well, yeah, because I remember you saying that you're getting tired with how the other guys want to play Among Us. Alright, she was subjected to daily bullying by a group of girls in her upper class. It became hell on earth after his death. The town was divided. My father employed everyone here. He was displeased by some. Those who pushed me, they were never punished. Not officially. The doll you see up there is just a memory. It's a promise. I found Mio's diary. What she wrote. What she left. I can show it to you, but you'll have to be ready to experience it. Join me inside my father's house. I'll tell you a bit more about this. Remember, the code is... Is that literally just boobs? I forget if that's the... That's the Cood's reverse code. 58008. In the meantime, go for a walk. But from now on, Yumi, take care of yourself. Alright. Find Proglin at the Habari Manor. Can we go inside the school? No. At least not yet. Yeah, that's boobs code. As I thought. It's almost like, you know, this game's full of memes. Like it's a completely unserious horror game. Alright. Yeah, so... Yeah, like, when we fought a doll and it had said something like push space, since it apparently doesn't officially have controller support, even though I'm playing with a controller. We'll have to figure out what button it wants for space. Alright, Lego fits perfectly. I can use it. Alright, the code is... Oh, cool. So we need to do that. 58008. Enter. Perfect. Also, we wandered in the correct direction. Hello? Anybody here? Perfect. Alright, she dropped the key. Alright, so lamp got knocked off the table. Perfect. Miss Habali. Alright. Yep. Obviously. Let's see. Excellent. Got a spare key. Okay then. Before we go in there and probably just straight up die again. Just gonna try and check around, see if there's anything we can get. No, we probably just gotta figure out this fight. There we go. Nope. Yep. Way too committed to that. This is gonna take a bit to figure out. Alrighty then. There we go. Nope. Yep. Because one combo and I'm gone. There we go. Alrighty then. Come on. Okay, I think we're gonna take a look around, see if like we can get a weapon of some sort for this fight. Come on. Unless that we're locked in here now. So I'm assuming, yes, we're locked in here. Wonderful. So we just gotta figure this out. Oh, nice! There's a perfect block, apparently. This is definitely gonna take some figuring out. Come on. Nope. Want to get this perfect block. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see if we can actually pull off this these counters. Nope. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to actually do that counter. Come on. One more. Nope. Yeah, so it's on the counter punch, since I have to put up a guard first and then attack. Yeah, I can't just attack. I have to be blocking first. Alright then. Doesn't really matter if I go into this fight hurt, since one combo kills me. There we go. Yeah. And that I'm trapped in here. There we go. Yeah, nothing else in here. There we go, backing away. Nope. Forgot to set up a block again. Doing great! Alright. There we go, that's much we're gonna do. Thought we had blocks still set up, but apparently not. Come on. There we go. Great. Always forgetting to reset up my block. There we go. At least we're going with full health now. Whatever that's currently meaning. I think we got this fight figured out. It's just, you know, general execution and timing. Yep, forgot to reset up a block. Yeah, so literally does not matter if I don't come in at full health. Yeah, because she'll just drop me anyways. So it probably means that I would want to just straight up just avoid the first hit. Set up a block. There we go. There we go. There we go. Getting this done now. But why there's no game sound? I don't know why. Because there was music there. Ah, you're already here. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have immediately come to objective. Anyway, welcome to my home. Well, what's left of it. Yeah, loud music? Okay. I'll probably have to turn that down. But, alright, this is where my father's home, where I grew up. It's also where he lost his mind. Yeah, like right now there's no, like, background audio. Alright, the downfall of a man. Let me tell you. Mr. Ibari was a man who had grown up in Dolltown. Born to farmers' parents, he knew what a harsh and tough life and the months were like. But his talent had allowed him to turn his life into a little dream for himself and his family. His dolls were incredibly realistic. The whole country was ordering from him, and it became increasingly difficult to keep up the pace. With the money he had, he opened a small factory employing about 10 locals. Little by little, business quickly became prosperous. So much that he decided to expand his workshop into a factory and would employ the whole town. In his office, a simple workshop, his daughter Mia was drawing. Look, Dad, a cat! My darling, how beautiful it is. Would you like to have a kitten? Oh yes, a little black kitten, so cute. Mr. Barry laughed softly. A few days later, Mia was celebrating her 10th birthday. Close your eyes, make a wish, and blow out your candles. She closed her eyes so tightly as if trying to pour all of her energy into making her wish come true. She then blew out the candles in one breath. Miss Barry handed her a small package. Mio, hiding her glowing disappointment, pretended to be delighted with the little box. A necklace? Thank you, Dad. And that is not a kitten. That's just a full-grown cat. Look behind you. Mew turned around. And a little black kitten, that is not little. So little, so cute, was staring at her. She jumped for joy, so happy. Her wish had just been granted. She had wanted this little cat for so long. She'd already planned everything for him. Her room already had little toys for him. And every morning before going to school, she served him a little bowl of milk. On the day of the funeral, Mr. Barry was inconsolable. No one showed up. His little Mio in such a small coffin. that would be cremated before him. He had no words. He no longer knew what to do. He went back home, to a house empty of meaning, empty of sound, empty of joy. He went straight to his personal workshop. He closed the door behind him and began working on what would seal the fate of Dolltown forever. A doll that would bring Mio back to life. My father had no time for anyone anymore. He was obsessed with the idea that Mio could come back to life. He had abandoned everything. Friends, family, employees. He'd gone mad. One night, he left, determined to bring my sister back into our world. Alright. Well, I guess, Mio probably died recently, so I'm assuming. Or we just literally see her ghost. Wonderful. I would think that the candles would still be lit. Alright. A can of yellow paint. At least with this color, you don't miss a thing. Hilarious! Mio's grave. The tomb already housed his wife. Now his daughter. But his daughter, it was too hard. Armed with his chopsticks, he opened the urn and retrieved some small bones. He neatly placed them in a small red velvet pouch. He then headed towards the exit to return to his workshop. Dad? Dad, what are you doing? Sweetheart, Dad, I'm dead. No, I'm going to... Dad? You let me down. Get out of here. Alright! Cool, at least we have to follow the path. Mio, you'll be back. The workshop still smelt of hot glue and old wood. The walls were lined with shelves containing a half-dozen of frozen, half-painted faces, like silent spectators. He locked the door behind him. In front of his workbench, he took out the velvet bag and placed it in the center, like an offering. His hands were barely shaking, not with fear, but with impatience. He poured the contents onto the velvet cloth, tiny splinters of bleached bone so fragile they looked as if they might dissolve in a breath. With a small silversmith's hammer, he ground them into fine powder, which he mixed with cloudy water, collected in a jar where a lily petal had been floating. Then he picked up a block of soft porcelain. Slowly, methodically, he shaped it into a hollow heart. Into this receptacle he poured the bone powder. Then he closed it like an urn. A narrow box lay on its side. Inside, carefully coiled, a lock of black hair. He had cut him off on Mio's 10th birthday. He braided him to a delicate thread and sewed them into the back of the doll's neck, linking the head to the porcelain heart. For the eyes, he ground up the remaining ash in a small mortar, and then mixed it with clear varnish. 2 small round pearls absorbed the mixture, taking on a cloudy, almost wet hue. When he inserted them into the empty sockets, the room suddenly seemed colder. He lit a single candle, the flame flickering, casting disordered but recognizable shadows on the walls. In a low voice, he recited a poem, the one he whispered to her when she couldn't sleep. With each stanza, he blew incense smoke into the porcelain's face. When he reached the last line, he stopped, cut off the tip of his little finger, and let the red drop fall onto the doll's closed mouth. Blood beaded, seeping into the crack of her lips. In the thick silence of the workshop, he thought he heard something. A rustle, a murmur, or perhaps a whisper. And then nothing. His only hope seemed to have failed. Then suddenly, Dad? Hi, my father did. He brought her back to life. Or to death, honestly, I don't know. But the one you saw on top of the school roof, that was her. She's still there. She guards the school. I don't know what she's doing there, but she's barricaded herself in, and I don't know how to reach her. If I could only talk to her. She won't listen to me. She doesn't want to see me. Yumi, you're a smart girl. You'll find a way to reach her. And you're not afraid. And you know how to fight. Sure. Fight. You really are a lot of help. Here, I managed to get this pass. It's the janitor's. It opens all the school doors, but the power's cut inside. Take the pass. When you reach the main hall, I'll join you. Yeah, so we're just at the school, but before that, where is a map? Because we probably should actually be exploring the town instead of just going from objective to objective, with how much of a problem that boss fight was. Let's stay on the main road, shall we? Alright. Also, Indy, is it still, like, super quiet? Because I'll just turn up the game. Okay, so, from here. We haven't gone to the town monument. Or, I guess we have, since that's the entrance to the town. Haven't gone up to the temple. We went to the Hibari Manor. Where is the factory? The factory is way up there. Yeah, I can't even hit the dolls that are not aggroed on me. Hello there. It's like Resident Evil, but less zombies and more creepy dolls. At least I hope there's not zombies. Good times. Oh, hello there. These dolls are really impressive in detail. Wait, is it looking at me? Yeah. And we wandered back over to the start. Okay. Yeah, just seeing if there's anything else around here. Oh, here we go. The temple, which I somehow missed this. Alright, the door is locked at the moment. Anyway, I don't want to go into temples. Yeah, I'm just checking, see if there's any, loot we need here. Alright, so how many doorways do we actually have access to the school? Is it just the one? Nope, we got a second door to work with. Alright, yeah, so we just have the main entrance and we have a side entrance. Why don't we work with the side entrance first? The entrance. It's unlocked. Let's go. Now we're most likely locked in this dungeon. Okay, don't panic. Now we're inside, we need to reach the main hall or something. Alright, find the generator. Yeah, doll's following us. Main hall. Door's closed because it needs power. Looks like it needs power. I don't know how this works. Alright. Power supply. I don't know. Okay, I don't know much, but this seems like it's a power supply unit. The door labeled main hall is off. It seems it needs 5 breakers to be activated. They must be around somewhere. Ah. Alright, that's a breaker done. Okay, so we have to just turn on 5 breakers. Here's another breaker. And they turn green, so it means that they're a little bit easier to see. Alright, the doll's gone. For now. Here's another one. Alright, this one was tricky. Let's see, was that 5? The door locks up behind me. Alright, cool. There we go. All done. Let's get back to the generator. Great. Now the door's unlocked. Let's go. Yeah, you're moving. Perfect. Alright, good job. The front door is now unlocked. Let's get up to the rooftop. We'll take the stairs. What's this note? Why did you disappear? I know Amelia used to be heavily bullied. Are these doors blocking the door? Why? And I'm assuming this is Mio's locker. Trash everywhere. This was Mio's locker. There are marks for nails on the inside. Why did they do this to my sister? I think I get it now. She's trying to explain what happened this day. The day I lost my sister. The day Dolltown became hell on earth. I have to go. I have music class. Okay. I'll find you in the next class. I love you. Why do they think she's a monster? Or a lesbian, okay. Well, you think we didn't see you? You think she loves you? Show us your smile, doll. Just say you're a freak and we'll laugh. Leave me alone. I have to open my locker. I don't have time. Your locker? If you love your locker so much, why don't you just stay in it? Stop, you're hurting me. Shut up and get in there. That way we won't have to see your ugly face. God, it excites me so much when you lock her up. It's soaking wet. You really only think of your pussy, Sayo. Seriously, you're the worst. You're always in heat. What the pits are that slut? Alright, enough. Shut your mouths before we get caught. That was her daily life. Every day, same routine. Sometimes it was worse. I'd see her come home with bruises. But she'd never said anything. Hey, look, the doll's gone. Come on, up to the roof. Got it. So I'm going to continue. Hey, at the plant. Some green herb. I heard people mix it with other colors or something. Alright, so we got rid of the barricade. So how many floors does this school have? No way, stupid door. You engage the device, though. Yeah, wait. Wait, it still needs 2 cards on the roof. Go look around the hallways or the classrooms. There must be a way to find the second access card. Alright. Alright, corridor 2. Alright, let's see, was the doors locked? Doors locked. Why is, 2B, there we go. Alright, class 2B. And it's open. Yeah, it's like, why could we not go in there? Because I just missed it. It's the answer. Great, there's probably more scenes of her being bullied. Huh. I guess Nintendo doesn't know. Alright, there's a little note on the wall. Award to Mio for being the best student of the month. She was brilliant. Is that why they hated her? Die. Who wrote this? Was this really for Mio? 4 dolls and beating up a 5th one. Seems unfair. Oh yeah, the scene was in her journal. That's what they did to her. Really disgusting. They cause a lot of trouble, don't they? Yes, sir. Thank you. You're welcome. But you shouldn't let them treat you like that. Just there's 4 of them. Have you tried talking to the principal? He's Rena's father. Oh. Yes, I see. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Where'd they hide my school things? These bitches. Alright. Alright, in the garbage? Seriously? Alright, in the classroom C1 now. Cool, we're on a side quest while we're on a side quest, or at least a fetch quest. Alright, yeah. Alright, corridor 1. Alright, we were told C1. So, do you think you just slip away? Did you think that the rule particularly didn't apply to the city's little muse? Look when we were talking to you, Mio. Do you see the clock? Look you, no. Really look at it. The hands are turning. Tick-tock, tick-tock. They don't wait. They don't take breaks to carve puppets or paint wooden smiles on useless toys. Unlike your father, time is a serious machine, Mio. A machine that doesn't accept delays of 25 minutes and 47 seconds. That's the problem with you artists. You live in the clouds, pulling strings, believing that the whole world is a stage. But here, Neo, this is the real world. The world of education with a capital E. We don't pull strings here to get people to move. We obey the bell. Are you listening to me? Don't blink. And don't look at me with that victim look on your face. I know exactly what you're going to say. Oh, Principal is locked in a locker. What an amazing imagination. She's definitely her father's daughter. Always making melodramatic stories to mask a glaring lack of organization. You should follow my daughter Rena's example. Ah, Rena. At least she knows the word dignity means. She's been in class for 20 minutes. She's studying. She doesn't hang around the hallways looking for lame excuses. She has a future. She doesn't end her days in sawdust in her hair and glue under her fingernails like a certain great doll makers whom I won't name. But whose shop smells of floor polish 3 blocks away. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Discipline is like a puppet, Mio. If you cut a single thread, the thread of punctuality, everything else will collapse miserably on stage. And today you're a shapeless pile of wood in the middle of my hallway. Tomorrow, even if you're a second late, I won't listen to your complaints. I don't care if you lost your bag or if me and Rena played a prank on you. Rena's a model student. She wouldn't waste her time with a girl like that. More distracted than you. Now hurry up and get to math class. And if I see you loitering again, I'll call your father. We'll see if he can get some structure between 2 coats of varnish. Go, get out. Let's move forward. And don't run the hallway. Alright. Listen to the principal without making him repeat it. Alright. Of course. You gonna lock you up again? Yes, the janitor found me. Great, now we're in Persona! Alright, today we're going to pack an ancient theme and a dangerous one. A theme that has spanned centuries, from Greek theater to modern dramas. Crimes of passion. When love becomes a weapon. Is that like when someone kills their lover out of jealousy? Sometimes! But a crime of passion isn't always born from jealousy. It comes from rejection, despair, or even the conviction that others belong to us. That's what makes it fascinating and terrifying. When love exceeds reason, what remains of a human? Oh, that's not love, that's just madness. Maybe. Or maybe love is already a form of madness. Look at Romeo and Juliet, and it's been a doll's house. People who love each other to death, sometimes literally. Passionate love is also condemned. Not only by laws, but by the gaze of others. Because it disrupts the established order. Because it dares to be difficult. Like two people who shouldn't be together? Exactly. Society loves to decide who has the right to love whom. And when those boundaries are crossed, the punishment can be brutal. In tragedy, love becomes a flame that consumes everything. The heart, the morals, even reason. But tell me, if love condemned you, would you still do it? Yes? Some would say it's madness. Others that it's the purest form of love. And that is where the tragedy begins. When love, rejected, becomes anger. When a broken heart seeks to glue pieces back together, even if it means stealing them. In my opinion, does a crime committed for love deserve forgiveness? No, it's still murder. Yeah, unless someone's super hot. I see you still haven't understood anything. Love doesn't excuse everything, but it can explain everything. A crime of passion is not the act of a monster. It is that a heart that no longer has any language but pain. Meet me on the roof after class. See you on the roof. Alright. No longer Mio. Also, I was thinking, like, why was this, scene not in her classroom where we eventually, got into the past? Well, playing a big romantic. Leave me alone. Oh, but we just want to talk. Isn't that what you want, to talk about love? Maybe she wants a scene. A room for her. Demons. Alright, so that's why it was up here. Smile for the camera. You think you're special? You think your love is worth more than others? Are we wrestling yet? Yes, we've done wrestling. I haven't gotten to much combat, so... we have, in fact, done wrestling. You're just a slut. You should die, you dirty lesbian. You're truly disgusting. If only you'd slit your wrists. What is she doing? She should be here by now. Did she stay in class to talk? I'll go see. Alright. Where is dirty lesbians? Yes, we've done wrestling. Or at least supposed wrestling, since I haven't done like a single grab. It is Prime of that throughout. Like, huh. It seems kind of odd with the specific games I'm choosing then. Tatsuki? What have they done to you? You're covered in blood. get you out of here. Up next, Pamatu the Triggered. Also, holy hell, this chick's freaking swole for being able to just carry your sister. I might spin. I mean, it's not like in your other game where movement's smooth. Where you can... Yeah, just like in Hotline. Yeah, like, you can't, like, spin as smoothly as you did, carrying the hooker to, your own place. Or was that in Hotline 2? I forget. Let's see, did we go too far down? We may have gone too far down. Oh, it's in Hotline 1. Alright. There we go. Is that not the entrance to the school? No, I guess that would have been the back. There we go, leave the school. If love is a sin. And call me the devil. Picked up some Fallout, suppose it's like D&D. Can't be multiplayer. Alright. We'll see. Finally made it back up to the roof. The devil. The devil was an angel at first. Yes, he's canonically said to be the most beautiful devil. Or the most beautiful angel. Until he fell. Till he plummeted from heaven. The descent into hell. I know it. The end. I know it. The hand that closed that lock. I know it. Are you serious? You know I can see you, right? Yeah, we've already been here. This hide and seek. Are you kidding? It took me ages. It took me ages to find me. You're so good. Go hide. I'll see if I can go find you. Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, we already did this scene. Perfect. Discreetly. Yeah, so now we just gotta hide as we're just following her. Yeah, so the freezer. No, you didn't. Oh, we locked her in there? She loved her too much. She loved her to death. Her love was conceivable in the small town. And those bitches. They bothered her into her last day. They went after the one who kept her company on these lonesome nights without Tsuki. The one who never asked for anything but kibble and little milk. Yumi, who took care of her cat. Dracula was stuck in Mio's room. It wasn't normal. She was always there this time. Here, kitty kitty. Come see us so we can scalp you like you're a horrible mistress. Kitty. Well, that's definitely not going to work on that laptop. Alright, where can we get out of here? Ah, here we go. Perfect. Apparently we lived in a ninja house. Also, I'm sure this is trying to be, what is it, Stray at this point? Music is walking by the sun. Alright. Weird. Wonder if this is gonna get claimed in fucking nukes then. Fish. Which I'm assuming that's gonna be a trap. Let's just take a look around first. Legally distinct. Oh, because of what? They didn't include like the vocal track segment, I'm assuming. Alright, so... Is that the way through? Well, now I gotta see what, the best kind of distinct. Yeah, now we gotta see, alright, what the hell was with the fish. Probably a trap. Yeah, what the hell's going on with this freaking ninja mansion? Yeah, I don't have access to my guard stance as I'm a cat. Alright. Yeah, lot of fish. Perfect. Cool, so we got her to move. Alright, nope, she's not looking down this hallway yet. Yeah, probably gotta find another switch and just open up a door. Actually, this door looks like it's already opened. Hey, nice. Lead the bar man without getting caught. Find a safe place. That's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, I wonder why there's a break in that. Let's see, what's this? Nope, that's the wrong message. Let's see. The cat... that cat model changed. Alright. Well, yeah, because I can't jump anymore. What's going on here? Alright, nothing with the cop. Yep, so, here we are, back at the school. Looks like Cartman's cat. Alright, days later, in the pouring rain, Raina came home. The lack of sound makes it... Yeah, because, like, before the game even started, they started with, like, a... like, you matter, like, for, like, a suicide hotline message, and had a bunch of numbers to it. So it's like, yeah, that's the main theme of this game, apparently. What? Who are you? No, you're dead. You're fucking dead. It's a good run. The descent into hell was nothing compared to her vengeance. What my father created to bring her back to life wasn't Mio. It was a monster. A chimera. An empty shell without a soul. A being without faith or law. That night, under pouring rain, the saw against the throat of that poor girl, she began to saw. Sawing slowly. Through the screams, through the tears. Under the sound of vocal cords snapping with each pass of the metal teeth. Her body emptying out. A dripping mass of meal. Stop! What story are you saying? Are you telling yourself, Titsuki, put the saw down? You can lie to us, but you can never lie to yourself. This hentai? No! It's probably not. Make a choice. Let's put the saw down, even though I'm sure it's going to amount the same thing, since we're in a flashback. Oh yeah, we gotta click on that. Forgot. Even though she's probably already lost enough blood that she's just gonna bleed to death. I remember the cold. Not the cold of metal. The one that shot through me when I closed the door. I told her it was just for a moment. It was a game. They'd be right back. I was lying, not to her. To me. I already knew I wouldn't open it. When the door slammed, I felt something go quiet inside me. Not fear, not love. Something simpler. The possibility that she would leave. I told myself I was protecting her. From the world, from others, from tomorrow. But the truth is that I couldn't stand the idea of her living without me. I acted out of possession. I wanted her to stay. Even motionless, even silent, even dead. When the pounding against the door started, I thought of all the times we'd been hit. The laughter, the looks, the words. I said to myself, at least nobody's touching it here. That's when I understood. Love doesn't protect by looking away, it destroys. I threw myself off the roof because I refused to live in a world where she was dead by my hand. I didn't follow her out of eternal love. I followed her because I could no longer live with myself. I didn't expect forgiveness. I don't deserve it. I let her go now, not because it's right, but because continuing would mean holding her back again. Titsuki, hold me. Just one last time. So one last time. Hello? Hey! We've arrived. We're in Dolltown. Alright. Did we somehow stumble into a good ending, or is this just be another freak out? Yeah, go to the convenience store. Cool, and it's no longer covered in fog. You left Silent Hill? Yeah, I sure did. Need a map of the city? Oh, you've been here before, haven't you? Well, welcome to Dolltown. Welcome back to Dolltown. Full walk animation. Okay! Exactly, what the fuck? I'm thinking we somehow stumbled into a good end since I didn't continue murdering a girl. I'm not gonna skip this. Mainly so I can tell this with, like, what the fuck? I'm assuming this is, essentially the amount of, what the fuck is going on the first time people, like, discovered the various dog endings in Silent Hill. But what I was gonna talk about is that, for some reason, this game had a fucking hard time getting onto Steam! Because it's like, what, this guy was like, what, waiting for a response for like 2 weeks to get approved? Also, man, I did not know this was like a backer game. Big Bird Hispanic son. Yeah, I don't know why it took like whoever was in charge of approvals during that period to take so long to get back to him. Like, I found out about this game a little bit before, like, initial release was supposed to be happening. But, that became the revealing, like, news story that it was taking so long for him to get any, like, approval. Think it was a faulty store AI thing? Okay. Yeah, like, I didn't see, like, any answer why it took so long for them to get back. January 14th, 2023. Dolltown. Reporting the Hambari file. Dolls were found in poses suggesting clues were missing during previous investigations. My investigation begins. So are we not actually done? We are, in fact, done. We got to a ending. It's hilarious. Also, let me just go over this since your last message had a... Oh yeah, it has a translation thing on, but I can't view the translation on my phone. So it's like, wonderful, we beat Welcome to Dolltown in how long? Just under 2 hours. Wonderful. Alright, let's pause timer. So then, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and let's take a look. Yeah, indeed, your last like, woo message had a translation button next to it. Now start the crackating. Yeah. So, now we did that, how about, since we have people here again, don't do Deep Rock Galactic. We might do Deep Rock at some point. But, since we have people here again, let me pull up what we got. Also, I forgot to remove Gris. Let's remove that from collection. Okay, since we got people here again, let's set up for another vote. I'm going to anticipate it's going to end in a in another tie, but we're gonna do a vote. Okay, so there's that one. Go back to library. There we go. Set up a poll. And I will... I'll just set this timer for 3 minutes. There we go. No idea what either one is. That's kind of the point. Yeah. So, going by the name. Yeah. Both of these games, let me actually... Yeah, so Beloved Rapture. Let's see. Window capture. Can we get... Yeah, I'm trying to get the Steam one to actually show without... There we go. Hopefully, there we go. Here's Beloved Rapture. Don't know why I just showed it for a hot second and blacked out. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why half of the screen doesn't fucking show anything. Alright, and from that, let's go to Ablista. Just trying to get the actual just trailer playing. Yeah, since this one's probably more of a Metroidvania than another JRPG. This one kind of reminds me of The Vagrant. At least a little bit that I played with Vagrant, since I never actually ended up beating that. But there we go. Just wanted to show off both of those. Let's head back here. Also reopen the chat so I can see it. Vote change. I put on that one. Alright, I'll take that in note. As we got 20 seconds left. Then we got another person in here. Whom I'm assuming is not me. I know, but it's still set at 50-50 and just waiting for my timer to end. And there we go. Alright, so by apparently unanimous decision, we're going to Ablisa Revision. Which I'm assuming the revision part is that there was a overhaul or expansion at some point, and I picked that one up. So then, guys, next time we will be with Ablisa Revision. Let me see. Yeah, complete collection. Which, yeah, the additional content is just Cave of the Phantom Mist, which has maybe been like the revision part. So, yeah, we will be with Ablisa Revision next time. So then, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this kind of a mess. I'm gonna say this is at least kind of a mess, because I inadvertently chose a good ending and probably weaseled out of probably like 2 dungeons. So then, we will be seeing you guys next time, which might be on Monday, depending if Kratos doesn't cancel another stream. So then, see you guys.